Boom! Coming in live from the Zayton 3 galaxy. This is another exciting episode of The Awakening, and on today's show, we're going to be talking about the power of being deliberate. Let me say that again. The power of being deliberate. I'm going to go over the 3 levels of focus that's going to lead to the power of being deliberate. So if you're ready, strap in, buckle up, let's begin. Well, let's keep on this train of thought that we've been on the last 3 weeks about change. I know it sounds repetitive, I know it sounds like I'm hammering it home, but guess what? It has to be repetitive, it has to be hammered home, it has to be deliberate. That is how you get better. That is how you understand. What I'm about to go over, something you might not have recognized, something you think you might have had, but in reality you might have been operating from one of the other levels. What I'm talking about is the intention of focus. Now there's 3 levels of focus that I want to go over. The first level, marginal. This is about just having a thought of focus that, I have time to get it done. This is where you kind of start the wheels in motion, start to think about doing something, but you're not fully there yet. You're not fully narrowed into where you need to take off and chase those goals. It's just a thought, an inkling, an idea that says, hey, I gotta get started. Second level of focus, I call it the intent. You can call it procrastination. You tell yourself it needs to get done because I'm running out of time. You think about it, you try to apply it, you try to do it, you try to say, hey, I gotta get this done. So your focus is like this little bit. It's trying to get to right here, but it's not trying to stay out here, but it's just fluttering back and forth, trying to find its way to just tighten up a little bit. But while you're doing that, and while you're trying to maintain your focus, maybe you got 100 things going on, maybe you're trying to juggle 20 different things, or you just don't have time, but you want time, you're trying to make time to focus. That's where the procrastination comes in. Or if you tell yourself, hey, I got some time, I got a couple days, got a couple hours. You start to put that thought process in your head, and next thing you know, you look back at the clock and you're like, oh God, oh shoot, I thought I had 3 days, I got 1 day left. And now you're in a full sprint when you didn't have to be. But that seems to be where a lot of us operate in, especially the older you get, the more responsibilities that you get, the more things that you're trying to do, especially if you're trying to start a business, or if you're working and you don't make enough money, you got to work multiple jobs, but you're trying to chase a goal, chase a dream, and it's tough. But I call that the intent focus. You want to get something done, but you kind of just lollygag, just hop along a little bit. Third level of focus, I call this level tunnel vision. That is where you go from marginal to intent, trying to pull it together, and tunnel vision, where all you see is what you got to do, how you're going to do it, and the reason why it needs to get done. Nothing's going to stop you. No negativity, no bad advice, no false friends, no excuses. Tunnel vision. In tunnel vision, it becomes your belief. You actually believe that it's going to come true, it's going to get done, whatever you set your mind to. You're obsessed. Nothing else matters. This level of focus is linked directly to your beliefs. And beliefs are what drive us. They are what makes us want to do better things, to be a certain thing. We believe it. You know, motivation is just a leverage word used to initiate a short-term high. In order to stay motivated, you need to have extreme focus, tunnel vision. It's 3 levels of focus you need in order to activate the power of being deliberate. Marginal, intent, tunnel vision. So how does this relate to the power of being deliberate? Now, many of you might have heard of the book, The Secret, or people telling you to create your vision board. You know, that board where you put up the pictures of things that you want, you know, things that are your goals, your dreams. But what they forget to tell you, it's more than just writing it down, speaking it out loud into existence, throwing it on your dream board. What it really comes down to is you have to be obsessed with what you put on your board. You have to be obsessed with what you talk about. That is the power of being deliberate. And that starts with how you speak. How you say things, how you talk about things. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're one of those guys that want, or girls that want, a Lamborghini. Because you dreamt about it, you've seen it in videos that you've liked or whatever else. And you sit there and you put it on your board, you write it down in your book, and then you tell yourself, I want a Lamborghini. That's not being deliberate. That's being lazy. Yeah, you put it on your board. Yeah, you wrote it down. Yeah, you said, I want a Lamborghini. You didn't say it with enough tonality, which is how you speak, the tone in how you speak. You didn't say it with enough oomph in your body that makes your body go, hey, hell yeah, I want that Lamborghini. Your body's just, you know, when you're sagging down and you're like, yeah, I want that Lamborghini. Your body's over here going, well, if we get it, whatever, man. No, your body has to be activated. Your body has to be like, hell yeah, I want that Lamborghini. Let's go get it. What do we got to do? The power of being deliberate. You see, tonality fuels your belief. Beliefs create your focus. Your focus dictates your success. You have to understand that. How you talk about things is what becomes. If you're one of those people that like to talk about how bad your life is, and it always sounds depressive, you're always talking about negative things, and you wonder why those negative things haven't stopped. It's because you are speaking it into existence. Power of tonality. The power of belief. The power of being deliberate. If you want something bad enough, you have to stand up and activate your body, your mind, your thought process, everything. You have to create a new belief. You have to tell yourself, how bad do I want it? It's not just about knowing your why, which is a fantastic book by Simon Sinek. Fantastic book. But you have to be able to activate yourself to want to get it. You want to get into that college, you have to believe you're going to get into that college. You have to then figure out how to get into that college. And that is where your focus comes in. That determines what type of focus you have, how you talk about things, how you believe about things, what you say about those things. more so what you say about yourself. You start to put yourself down, you start to think badly about yourself, guess what? It's true. Because that is what you're focused on. Anything is possible if you choose to chase the possibility. Let me say that again. Anything is possible if you choose to chase the possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, because you can't dictate that. You can't dictate if your dreams are going to come true at a specific time on a specific day, but you can guarantee the hustle, you can guarantee the effort, you can guarantee the power of being deliberate, you can guarantee how you talk about the situation. How bad do you want it? And that is where self-awareness comes in. Don't be fooling yourself. Don't sit here with regret saying why it didn't happen when you know very well why it didn't happen, because you didn't buy into what was going on. You didn't create the belief. So if anything, you have to practice talking. You have to practice tonality. You have to practice the vision. You have to create the necessary focus that you need. And you have to match the effort. You have to match it. Because that Lamborghini is not just going to show up magically. That business is not just going to be an overnight success. That championship you're chasing isn't going to happen just because you thought about it, or because, hell, I wrote it on my board that I'm going to win a trophy. No. So let's remember that now. How we speak is what becomes.